get out of there!
Let's see. That's why you always get a car.
This is why you
If you have a tech priest, you always get a car. You just get the tow cable out and... But
that's one of how one of the characters in my previous campaigns died.
Being dragged by a car?
Yes!
But in this moment, I'd be lived by a car.
But yes... How?
Listen, as long as I die right here, I can burn a fate point and you can just say that a psychic explosion flung me out of the bad area.
That is true. That is true. If you die here, there's a plausible explanation for your character to survive, even if I die, even if you die.
Yeah, I mean, there could be. At least in this particular instance, there can actually be like anything, because I do have a medical servo skull. It can just sort of like give me life support while the gas clears and a creature dies.
Oh, right. Talking about the gas. Let's see if it actually does like a single point of damage to you.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna give myself one wound just in case. Aha!
Worth it.
Worth it.
And that's the funny thing, yeah, last time you were so out of fate points, so that's the situation that you basically start out with.
You're 100% right. Let's just go ahead and spend another fate point to recover wounds. Yay!
Weren't you out?
What do you? Yeah, you get them back at the start of a session.
Not during combat.
Damn it! Alright.
Yeah, that's my homebrew, that long as there's a situation or a combat going on, you do not regain your fate points. It's basically to balance out these kinds of situations. That would be kind of dumb.
Alright.
But alright, how far can you run is the real question in this situation.
12.
12. Alright.
12. I have an agility of 12. Now I am at the door.
You are at the door. That will give the creature one last psychic bolt or a psychic crush.
Now I can actually be just
dragged out of there, even if I get you. But we'll see if I get you. The best thing that I can probably do with this creature is the crush. Psychic crush. That's what it was, yeah. I mean, the best thing that I could do is force barrage, but that would just, like, overkill you.
It would just kill everyone else. What's going on?
That's true. He was hit by Tanic, but I don't wanna really target people that are not here. I guess I could try to go after Mustard, but he's so far away that he's out of the, like, cave at the moment, probably.
Let's see.
So,
in that case, go after me.
Let's see. I mean, what's the chances? He is only rolling against a 74 with a minus 40, basically, every single time.
Wait, did I,
Well, there you go. He succeeds on the psychic power. Sapa, I'm gonna ask you to roll me one last opposed toughness check.
I'll be fine. It's alright. I'm gonna live. Wait, what? This is my willpower from earlier. Alright, I'm still scared. Okay.
Alright, two decrease of success. Oh, look at that! You finally win one of these.
Let's go!
With last attempt of your might, you avoid the psychic crush, toughening it out, and you run out of the door as the creature slowly suffocates to death.
Burns it, runs out. We did it.
As in the distance.
Oh yeah, wait. How much gas damage?
We ran away for the Emperor.
You did defeat the Blasphemy Zero.
What a fucking hardcore name, Blasphemy Zero.
That's like an anime name. Now we have to either probably wait for
doesn't exist in this game.
Lad or Tannic to actually proceed any further, really.
Do I get unscared on that last turn? Alright, I'm just gonna be scared forever.
Don't worry, when the creature is dead, unless you get a permanent effect, you're not scared of the creature anymore.
No. It was just like that last turn. Did I ever recover from the fear? No. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. We got out of there.
Indeed, you survived the Cavator's hideout.
Alright, now watch me like 100 my Medicaid roll and just like kill myself off.
Now you regain your fate points.
Plus 20 from that. Wow. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to take care of myself.
I don't remember if a fail injures you, or is it like a fail with more than 1 degree?
It's there's a degree threshold for failing.
Yeah, I don't think a simple failure does anything really. But do you recall that you get to attempt each of those for every wound that you basically took?
I can.
Well, every hit, to be specific.
Use a fate point to pass with the, because I'm a triggered again. To pass with the degrees of success. What is that? 3. I will recover. Anyone else injured?
Oh, I'm
Mustered really heavily.
I'm down to nothing right now.
But
I have 4 critical damage.
oh, that's unfortunate. Now I have to actually go read. Making me read.
I'm sorry. That's cool.
Oh, it's alright. I'll figure it out. I just need to check the difference between this, this one versus other ones. Like, oh, and this, oh, okay. In Dark Heresy 2nd Edition, I can use Medicaid to make drugs.
Yes, that is a rule.
Neat.
That is actually a neat rule if you're doing the whole Toxic Avenger, basically.
I just, like, because I think in Only More they introduced trade chemistry, or... No, was it just knowledge?
Yeah, so something around... Yeah, if I recall... There was something like that. But we can sort of like play with the two of you. It's just for like maybe an hour, even if nobody shows up.
Yeah, -10 penalty for every point of critical damage a patient has received.
Yeah. I believe it's Master Surgeon that does something if they're critically wounded.
Yeah, I have superior charity. You can't just be the medic and not grab that.
Yeah, you kinda need every single one of the surgery talents to be effective. I mean, Medicaid in this system is better than in first edition. But
it makes it so that heavily damage is ignored, and critical damage is only a -10.
Yeah, alright.
I can do that then. I have a +10. I will attempt the medicine on the mans. Alright.
Nice.
Should be.
There we go.
I'm trying to remember if the healing, how much you heal because of critical damage has changed.
Yes. Because you don't heal the full amount, you heal
Yeah, I think wasn't it that you just heal your wounds, but you still have that critical damage marker? So he's still 5 critical wounds deep, but he has actual wounds.
I don't think that's what it was. Let me see.
Yeah, Medicaid is always when someone gets critically wounded, that's when Medicaid starts to get a little funky.
Yeah, let me see. It's been a while. Critical damage. If he succeeds, that's like normal. Removing. If he succeeds, he removes an amount of damage from the patient equal to the intelligence bonus plus 1 additional point of damage for degree of success he scores, removing critical damage before the normal damage. It says straight up in the first aid.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Maybe it was a homebrew. When I run
yeah, I remember that being a lot more rough. If only 1 critical damage. Maybe it was homebrew. Because I remember it being really rough also.
It might have been one of those. At least in another game that I enjoyed was if you're critically wounded and you get healed, you just get wounds back, but you need time to recover from critical wounds. So if you dip back into your wounds again, you're closer to death than you were than being fully fresh.
Or maybe we're getting it confused with only war.
Who knows? Either way, with that being the case, then he should you'll recover 7 wounds, bringing you out of the criticals and getting you 2 wounds.
I'll double check just in case, but if it says that straight up in there.
Okay,
Book, that's what
I'm
it
not
is.
going to do anything until.
I mean, those
Okay, so I got
rules.
Okay, just make sure I understand. I have 4 critical. I'm going to get rid of those, and then I'll also get 3 wounds back, right?
Yes. How we're reading this at the moment.
Yeah, I thought you had 5 critical wounds, but yeah, you're healing 7 wounds.
Yep. That's how it works. So yeah, you healed 7, you remove 4 first from the critical wounds, and then you get a couple of wounds back. It doesn't remove the critical effect.
Yeah.
But it heals the wound itself. Assuming that the critical effect was permanent.
Okay. I don't know what those permanent effects are because This just happened.
I think it was like you were stunned or something like that.
Somebody lost a whole bracket of toughness.
Oh right, you removed
that
toughness.
Was me. But that wasn't that fear?
No, I think. Let me see.
It's only the people that are critically wounded.
I had so much go wrong with me, I kind of have a hard time keeping track of it.
Yeah, you got this one, impact critical effect body. It hit your rib and it shattered it. So you removed 1d10 toughness, basically. And if I recall, you got like 10, so that's why you're so fucked up at the moment. And I wouldn't blame you, honestly, if you wanted like make another character just in case.
Losing toughness.
Yeah, I actually kind of thinking about that, but I wanted to discuss that with you a little bit.
I mean, I'm fine with it, or if you want, we can see how far Mustard will survive.
Oh, see, is there a thing for recovering that
Well,
damage?
He wasn't that strong to begin with.
Yeah, he's really a lore monkey.
Do we retroactively take wound damage? Because didn't your starting toughness affect your wound? No, this is different. Ignore me.
Yeah, no.
No, that's fine. How do we recover? What do we call the characteristic damage?
You don't. Aside from increasing it through XP, there's like drugs that you can like sort of do something with, but like aside from those, there's not really like recovering characteristic damage if you have taken any. Long as it's like critical damage.
This might be a difference for system. Some
homebrews would allow like fate point burning or something like along those lines.
Characteristic damage. Yeah, it's for you'll see information about characteristic damage and psychic powers.
Yeah, I was thinking about something as being more of a creature to help out with fear, considering I just devastated the party so much. And then I can still do a little bit with lore and maybe a little better in combat.
This is funny. So, because I was just looking up the Dark Heresy core rulebook. The first instance of characteristic damage shows up in Frenzy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Frenzy links you to page 188 as it's like parentheses. Well, I'm like, okay, I'll scroll down to page 188. So, if you don't know, 188 is the area where you have the vehicle traits. So I'm like, enclosed, enhanced motive system, living. This isn't right at all. Unfortunately, if you have characteristic damage, you are classified as a vehicle now.
Yeah, I don't think that's right. Oh right, that's also another option. If you take certain types of like damage in criticals, you can replace it with cybernetics. That is the third way to do it. But
some people would rather die than take cybernetics into them.
There we go. We have our third player. We can actually sort of have assassin now.
It's alright. I think...
So, you have survived the horrors of the... God damn it, I forgot its name again. Blasphemous Zero.
The thing in the vat. Whatever that thing was.
Blasphemy Zero. We shall call it by
And had
the name.
Tiger powers too. I hated that thing.
That was probably your rough... Well, yes, that was easily your roughest encounter so far.
Lad hit it though, once.
Alright.
Straight up, I remember that. It's
We all
critical
lived
role.
and we all killed it. Was it a fate point battle or was it not a fate point battle?
I think I used a lot of fate points prior to that,
For
so I had less available.
it to be like a fate point battle for you to gain, you would have had to be like done something like incredibly lucky.
Alright, so that was an intended fight. Okay.
Yes, that was an intended fight. Which brings
we
you
just had,
back
like, two
to the
cycles.
town of...
Did we get experience from last time? Because I mean, we got done the
Yeah.
fight, but I didn't know we got experience.
Oh yes, you get your whopping 100 XP.
Oh boy. Okay, no, because I was. What was it? I was planning on doing something. I just forget what it was. Hold on a second. Let me go get my book, which I left in the other room. Be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, cat, move.
So it seems like it's pretty much 100 points every
Better watch
session.
out, Gather. I'm gonna replace your parts with cybernetics.
Yeah, in chapter 2 there's not like a lot of extra XP that you can get. It's fairly capped in terms of how much you can get. It's roughly calculated for that in chapter 2 you can get roughly around 500 XP in total.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
It's basically meant that the PC party doesn't get like too powerful.
Yeah.
But
Unfortunately, we've
alright.
also run into...
Well, nothing is ever overpowered in Warhammer.
You have a whole town as you go back into the Blighting Gulch to explore. When you get back, though, it is getting somewhat late. It was a several-hour walk into the hideout, and it's a several-hour walk back. So when you get back, it's starting to be like fairly late. Like maybe 8 p.m.
Okay. That's
What
a,
would you like to do?
Wanted to spend my experience, but that's just me.
I mean, if you can do it on the side, that is also accepted.
Oh,
but-
real simple. One thing I was considering doing, which I can do for 250, which is exactly what I have. 50 left from a couple times before, and 200. So I'm probably going to improve my weapon skill. I've been using that here and there. I know that seems crazy, right? But that's what I want to do.
Mustard is probably going to just want to sleep for the next month.
can't do that, unfortunately.
You can always
Yeah.
ask your friendly tech priest that if he wants to give another attempt at healing you.
No!
I
Oh,
can't,
did I say that out loud? Yes.
Well, you know what? You don't need to get healed then. Yeah. All right. Can he be healed?
Yeah.
I thought you could only heal. I thought you could only heal a person one time. Like once a day.
Like once every 24 hours or so.
It kind of like that kind of like belays the extended rest thing.
Fair enough.
that may not
Fair
be-
enough.
I mean-
Fair enough. Yeah.
But to be truthful, compared to first edition, they I'm pretty sure in first edition you're able to recover faster.
Oh no. No. Unless you have a Psyker with you.
But that was first edition. You could do a lot more healing with a Psyker.
Yeah,
But
in first edition,
it's a lot more
Medicaid
restricted.
sucked. Like, straight up sucked.
Oh no, I thought Psyker first edition was great. You could do all kinds of things. You weren't limited to one thing.
That's why you
It
always
was,
needed a Psyker on board to heal your party, is like...
Yeah,
Otherwise...
now I need to get a lot of experience, like 800, to get to a point where I can heal.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm thinking I need survivability, which means I needed a better weapon skill, so that's what I'm doing right now.
Hold on, I'll counter Psychers were better in first edition. I don't like waiting like 13 game sessions to get to my next Psi rating.
Yeah, I know, right? But it
Yeah,
wasn't that bad.
they were a
Really
lot more costly, but they were a lot more powerful.
Alright, let's see here.
Like a
And they had
lot
minor
more.
abilities that could heal too, so it was like, you know.
Okay.
At the point when you got like 10,000 XP, your Psyker was just like overpowered.
Oh, I know mine was, but that's, you know. She also went with the thing where she wore the silver face plate and she was in this outfit with like a dark outfit with a blue cloak or something weird. I forget what they called those things.
I mean, Frick, when our party ascended, at that point, our Psyker... Oh my god.
Okay. Alright.
I remember
Alright,
my
so-
character, my Psyker ascending, and she was at a 5 psi rating already, and suddenly went to a 6, and shortly thereafter went to a 7, and people were like, "Oh my god!"
But let me know when you have spent your XP and wanna decide where do you
I'm
wanna
done.
go. Oh, alright.
Done already. I just gotta put notations on the sheet, and
I heard one vote for let's go sleep for tonight at least.
okay, I'm good with that.
Sleeping will at least recover a wound for him.
Long as he is slightly wounded.
Heavily damaged character.
Yeah, I'm past slightly.
Okay, if it goes to the character, remove 1 point damage.
Otherwise he has to wait for like a month.
What's heavily damaged character damage?
But hey, at least in the, like, if you wait the 24 hours, you can heal him again.
Yeah, what's your toughness bonus?
I have a 37 naturally, but I also just lost some, so I think I'm at a 27. So that'd be a 2, right?
So yeah, you need to get equal to or less than twice your toughness bonus and damage to get too lightly damaged. So, alright, I'm just going to go ahead and roll the Medicaid test on him again, so. But he is not critically damaged anymore, so that means it's not so bad anymore.
That is true. You don't have the negatives anymore.
Which means it's only positives from here.
There we go. Max wounds, I think.
That's probably the next thing I need to do is buy more wounds.
Almost, because it adds 4 more, so I'm up to 7. I'm now like 20.
It's 7. You get 7 wounds altogether. It's 3 plus 4, so 7.
Oh, then yeah, I'm at max wounds. Thanks.
There we go. Not so bad anymore, is it? Rub some
I still
dirt.
want to sleep.
dirt on it.
Rub some dirt on it. Yeah, that's what you need. Alright, let's just check this.
Alright. But that is in the morning. You take your time patching your friend up.
Yeah, once every 24 hours.
We can kinda like, even though it's not exactly 24 hours, we can say that yeah, the next day in the morning you can do it.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I keep forgetting. Extended care. That's the distinction I always forget. Extended care is for if I'm trying to treat like the whole team at once. I can make one single roll and start recovering everyone together. Which it takes a lot time. It takes more time, but it's better. Let's see.
So, you plan out your day. You have about 1 day until the big gang war will start. You have found out a couple of clues.
Oh, we probably hurt somebody in that gang war. Probably. What was it, the group? We got the, cadavers?
Cavaders.
Dragons? Yeah. And the critter we just fought was owned by the cadavers, so they're probably going to be at a disadvantage in that war.
That could be. But you do have one last day to basically look around and find stuff. Perhaps there's more hidden secrets in this hive or this gunmetal city.
Yeah, I don't think we have any more leads at the moment. So, if I recall, we've done everything now.
Didn't we hear something about the Doc? It's listed on the character sheet, number 9, Doc Weston. We heard something about him once. I'm trying to remember what it was.
That was kind of my joke suggestion when you guys needed to find out something about the alien parasite. I was like, hey, you know what? There's like this doctor here that's actually kind of legitimate.
Well,
I mean, there could be something in there, but you don't know. It's really up to you to kind of sort out clues.
That's the only thing I could think of when I was looking at the map and remembering what we'd done, you know?
Yep, I mean, that was a good goal. That was a good goal, honestly.
And there was one other, the Hollows. I think there was something about the Hollows at some point, but I can't remember what it was.
No, not even the GM can find anything about the Hollows. The Hollows don't exist.
What is the call to arms?
That's probably the fight. That's probably the fight location.
The call to arms is another bar.
Oh, well, there you go.
Well, that's always fun. We can go see the Doc and then go see the bar. Or go see the bar, get in a bar fight, take wounds, and then go see the Doc, you know.
Well, after that fight, I'm sure I need a few drinks just to calm my nerves, because I'm probably still afraid.
Alright. That sounds like a solution. So, the call to arms it is.
Mm-hmm.
You travel there. This little rundown bar. Ranchers drinking, fighting and singing fill this drinking hall. The air is hot and reeks of sweat and alcohol. The snatches of the songs you catch among the din are universally obscene. Most of the drinkers are high-fall farmers and assorted toughs and lowlifes. But several members of the Scary Dragons are holding drinking competition by the bar. Behind the bar are several stills making various evil-looking alcoholic concoctions served by a pair of heavily scarred men who look like veterans of Hunter Wife's violent ways.
I gotta walk out of the room again for a minute, but, you know, try not to get killed without me for 5 seconds, you know. I'll be right back.
The customers here, some of
yeah,
them
I'm
look
gonna
here
get a
with that kind of like shifty eye as they don't trust outsiders at all. They treat you with bluntness and muttered scorn.
I'm ordering a drink. I definitely need one after yesterday.
The bartender slash bouncers, Beringen and his cousin Decker, who own this particular bar, will serve you extremely strong alcohol. So that would be probably Amasek, from the sound of it.
Amasek is the
Oh, by the way, that sleep that I got.
It's
correct?
Basically...
I assume that takes care of the...
But let me see what they actually have.
I'm assuming it takes care of the fear, but I still have a penalty to my toughness.
No, you don't have the fear anymore. The penalty of toughness you do have, but the fear effect, whatever that did, that is gone.
Yeah, that was from the thing in the vat. That would wear off after a night of sleep. It's not just getting out of the area from the thing.
Most fear effects end at the end of the encounter.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, there was one single nurgling on the encounter tracker, and as everyone left, you're still stuck in the encounter until it's dead.
You know what? It'll die soon anyway. Anyway, let's see.
You could buy Rotgut by the bottle. That's 3 thrones. That's like the most basic of alcohols that you can get.
And how many in our group right now? 3?
3 at the moment.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll put like 10 thrones on and say, you know, round for us, you know. Gave the barkeep an extra throne tip, you know.
Alright. Fair enough.
That'll,
You are served with the most simplest form of alcohol that is to be found in every hive city, basically.
Only gives you a little cancer if you drink it.
Yeah, only a little cancer. Yeah, I like that.
Just a little.
That's good around here.
Trying to find where I left the notes on this character.
It's not great, but hey, it's something. But any acolyte taking a drink here must make an ordinary +10 carouse test. Was carouse in this system?
Carouse is not.
Carouse is not, I don't think, anymore.
So
but,
we are going to say that a toughness test with a +10.
I'm thinking it, but I'm like sipping it very slowly, like a little bit at a time. I'm not trying to get drunk. I'm trying to just keep an eye, but you gotta buy something to like.
All right. That's fair enough. I won't make you roll it if you are not like just downing it, basically.
I'll sip a little, and 10 minutes, I'll sip a little more, and this way I'm not like going crazy. I'm trying to just keep an eye on things and.
Second sip of rocket. It's all right. It's too late for you.
But the spirit dragons in the side of the corner, one of them approach you and it's like, "Hey, you! How about a little bit of a friendly drinking competition?"
Who's our toughest hombre?
Hold on.
Not me.
You took care of him, but I'm also drinking. So with my negative 2, my toughness, and the +10, that'd be, I just roll that normal, right?
That's if you're like I said, if you're just literally down in these drinks without any
Vlad has a 32 toughness. He doesn't dare touch too much alcohol. He'll get wiped out.
Yeah, like I said, you don't need to roll the toughness unless you are literally just like down in it like instantly.
Slamming it back.
Oh, the first shot that I got myself, I'm just downing, and I failed by 2.
Oh God, I'm sorry. You need to
It's all over for you.
It's your fault.
Vlad's fault because Vlad bought the round, so it's Vlad's fault.
It's all his
But
fault.
Vlad had more sense than the other one did, I guess. So
It's all his fault.
Thankfully it's only one level of fatigue, so that doesn't really do much.
Wait, I just imagine, okay, because it's fatigue, I just imagine downing some alcohol, gaining a level of fatigue, just fucking hitting yourself with a stem shot in the throat. I'm ready to go.
But
you know what it is? You know what it is? You're comfortably numb. That's it. That's what you are.
But yeah,
That's what I needed.
one of the scary dragons came up to you guys and is like, "Hey, you! How about a friendly drinking competition?"
I
And
think,
Vlad will look at the other two. It's like, I'm not doing it, but you guys are welcome to if you want.
you know what? I mean, you're in a bar. Somebody has to get a drinking competition to get smashed, right? Somebody has to do it. Why not the?
Oh shit! I totally forgot.
What about the tech priest?
It happens.
Why not the tech priest coming in here with it? You know.
Why not?
A little tougher.
Could I get a brief recap of what has happened?
They went.
We got done our fight. We got done our fight. We rested for the night. We went to act on. We got like one more day before this big brouhaha opens up between the two gangs. So we're trying to go back and hit our last couple of leads, which were like Doc Weston's place and then this other bar that we were going to. And we're at the bar now. So it's just barely morning, and that's where we're at. And I'll pop up another 3 thrones for a drink for the guy who overslept. For his drink.
Thanks, bud.
There we go.
That's what Vlad does. He's still walking around with over 100 thrones, and he's like, okay.
And at the moment you are in a bar, basically down in some drinks because Mustard and
it had some kind of gun name or something, or what was the name of this bar?
Call to Arms.
Call to Arms, that's it.
One of the gang members here, one of the scary dragons, basically came up to you guys and was like, "Hey, how about a friendly drinking competition?"
Sure.
It's only a competition if there's something to bet on. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm sorry.
I kind of agree.
That is
Right?
entirely up to you. Those who want can make me another carouse test, also known as toughness. This time you won't have any bonuses because this is going to be like a long competition.
Oh God, good luck. Who's gonna be the tech priest is gonna go challenge him? Oh, that'll be fun. 5 thrones on the tech priest. Anybody cover?
No, we cheating.
We got a tech priest. We're already cheating.
Try a way to cheat. Well, I am a tech priest, but you know it's really hard to tell I'm a tech priest from a glance. It's because I'm one of the rare tech priests that doesn't have a mechadendrite. All right.
Not yet. Wait till you lose an arm, then you'll get one.
But
It does
alright.
seem to be the standard, doesn't it?
Yeah, we could do it. I could cheat.
Pretty much.
I can cheat via.
Yeah, see, Vlad's not stupid. If you're a tech priest, you probably got ways to fight the alcohol better than anybody. So he put 5 thrones up and then says, "Anyone cover this bet?"
Aren't you
Come
a
on, guys.
biokinetic? This
He's waiting to
actually
see who
feels like it would be your
the few thrones
wheelhouse.
for the 5 that he's betting. You know.
All right. I will just make the toughness test. I don't think there's anything I can do about the toughness test right now, so I'll just go ahead and make that. I'll
Okay.
spend a fate point to give it a +10, so I'm at a coin flip, as opposed to not.
Okay.
Oh! Exactly, coin flipped. A complete exact success.
What the fuck is going on with Roll20? Well, I need to refresh.
I don't know what's going on with Roll20. You'll have to ask yourself that. I've been having weird issues with Roll20 in my other games. Character sheets being broken and
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
just not
been like ever since like last week when we started having some problems. I don't know
Well,
if there's been an
changes
update.
to roll 20, and it keeps upsetting the code everywhere.
Yeah, they have definitely done something wrong with the latest update or something that it's this bad.
I don't know, my whole internet sucked lately, but I think that's more just where I'm at.
It's taken forever to load.
All right. I feel that way when I'm loading an M16. It takes forever, man. Old days, you used to put 4 banana clips together and 28 rounds each, and you have over 100 rounds of ammunition going to the hill. It was fun. That's out of character. That was a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Let's ease on the internet like that. Let's close on that, close on that. Okay, if that doesn't help, I don't know what the fuck to do. Because I can't even roll at the
Restart your
moment.
computer if nothing else works.
Okay. I need to reboot.
Usually, if I've been into other games and having issues for a while, sometimes I just have to restart to do anything.
Yeah, I'm gonna restart Roll20. Give me just a moment. Refreshed it, nothing.
Oh, that's cool. Do what you gotta do, man.
Yeah, because at the moment, like, I couldn't even roll. I'm trying to roll on like one of the stats that it gives me here. That hey, there's these like dragons and use their toughness of 35 to see if they get their asses handed to you in this competition. And nope.
Probably will, or they might not. Who knows? But is any of them taking up my bet there, or are they just looking at me like they've never seen Thrones before?
Sure. One of them will take you on your 5 throne bet. Why not? Looks like the first round is a tie. Neither side wins.
Those 5 thrones on the tech priest.
They're like, oh, you're actually fairly good. You wanna continue?
Sure. Let's go.
Alright, this time they'll roll first.
Alright, well, that looks like a failure.
That does look like a failure. Any
I need
competitor who fails either collapses or vomits.
Oh,
So
if you
this
vomit,
guy-
you lost it.
This
Either
guy
way,
just
he does.
immediately hurls on the floor as he takes that second drink.
Ooh, how many people am I fighting, or was it just that one guy?
Maybe there's like one guy to make it simpler.
Oh, well then,
Since you are winners, you get the 5 thrones, and you get a little bit of measure of crushing respect from the people of Blinding Gulch in this bar, who are fairly happy to see that the arrogant scary dragons are put in their place. You gain -3 to your reputation modifier.
-3.
Oh yeah. A -3 is actually good when I think the thing goes back and forth up to like 100 either way. You know, you start somewhere in the middle usually.
Okay.
And they kinda cheer you guys. Yay!
Well done. I clap somebody on the shoulder and I take my 5 thrones, which I thought was like cheating because I knew my guy there. So you know.
While you are here, if you guys want, you can also roll me an inquiry test. I'll even give you a +20 because now they're kind of friendly towards you guys.
I detect very small traces of
Oh,
acid
they
compounds
don't.
in
That
this
was
alcohol.
they don't talk to Vlad because he wasn't really drinking and they knew it. So
I mean,
Mustard listens in
But
this
barely.
one conversation that's going on in like one of the tables to the side of you, and it's like, hey, we should go. This hidden sun fair is actually back in town. Oh, really? Oh man, we gotta go see the show.
let's go. We should go see it. Why does that sound like a bad idea to me? I don't know.
If you missed it, that was the name of it.
a fair. Alright, guys.
You guys interested in going checking this thing out? It might be a wild goose chase. It might be just some fun for a few hours. I don't really care. Whatever you guys want to do.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
At this point, you basically have spent your morning in the inn. well, the pub. What a great thing to do straight from the morning. Just go to the pub and get your.
Hey, it's this is a hive city. It's morning. It's always morning somewhere.
That's right.
24-hour shifts, baby.
And nowhere.
But alright, yeah, you have a full day in front of you. What do you guys would like to do? You got a full town? Do you want to go to the doctor, like you guys were thinking of?
Do we want to go to the doctor? We want to check out this fair. You guys, I don't care, whichever way, whatever you guys want to do.
Man,
The Hollows is still an option if you guys want to go there.
oh shit, really? Okay.
You could go to Kayla's Guns for whatever reason.
Can I get another hand cannon?
You could see what Kayla's Guns has in for sale.
Well, well, guys, what do you think? The Hollows is probably from that early thing. Then we have this fair. Then we got the gun place or the doctor place.
I've forgotten, where were the dragons kind of conducting what we call the ritual?
We can
Is
only
that
guess.
the hollow?
We can only guess.
You were guessing that it
there's
might
that
have been
ritual
the
thing
Hollows,
going on.
but
that's tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, we checked out the call to arms, so we can check that off the list. So we can either go out to the Hollows or check Doc Weston's place or go check out this fair. So Hollows might be good to go get done and then run back to the fair and then run see the doc. Whatever, I don't care.
That actually sounds like a good plan.
It does?
Okay, that
I've
sounds
been
good.
thinking too much if that sounds like a good plan. Anyway.
In case the hollows require combat, it might be good to get it out of the way first.
That's kind of my thought. Just might be better to get it out of the way.
Alright. So, hollows?
I guess where we're going.
Okay. Making sure that you don't want to stop anywhere else on the way.
Yeah.
Nah, we'll go there.
Alright.
Get it done
Where
and
is
come back
Hollows?
to here and figure it out from there.
So we're at Call to Arms, which is 10. Is there anything along the way?
No, I mean,
The gunplay.
if you really want both of them, the doctor and the...
Hey guys, if you haven't checked the map, like we're at 10, and the gun place is literally like 2 blocks down.
Okay,
I could go to the gun place and get some combat webbing for this shotgun I now have, so I don't have to take too long to unsling it.
That's
No,
a
just
thought.
saying, it is right there. Like if there's ever a point to go to this gun place, this is the most convenient moment.
You might as well
And
do
then-
that then.
Yeah,
so
then
I can-
after that, we could do
Then we can go to the hollows
after the gun place is Doc Watson. They're all pretty much right there.
Yeah, they're
Together.
both on the way there, actually, if you look at the map. The doctor
Well,
and the... If you really want to go there, on like both of them, just to check them off the list. But that's entirely up to you if you want to stop there on the
Oh.
way.
No, that's not a bad idea. Let's hit them on the way and save
Alright.
time and not have to run around too much.
Yeah, we could do 10, 4, 9, and 8. They're all pretty close together, so.
Alright, yeah, fair enough. Doc Weston's. You go into this older looking building that is stripped with like medical equipment, and you go through the front door as you see like this kind of like a bodyguard slash greeter. You see that this man has seen his fair or share of warfare. When he sees you kind of coming in, he takes like a glance at you, like this long look at you, and almost nods to you towards like acknowledgement, and he lets you in. You're let into this surprisingly clean room. There is a table just large enough for a man to lay down and a series of surgical and medical tools on a tray. Bathing and green fluid, many implements are clearly of those an Imperial Guardsman with training as a medic. As an aging medic side bag rests on the corner in the proof. And behind the operating table is this older looking man. You see all kinds of like Imperial memorabilia here. Old like war trophies, dog tags, a lasgun to the side, old flak armor to one corner of the room. Maybe a trophy or two here.
He's an old Imperial Guard medic. That means he's probably seen his share of shit. Awesome.
That's what he's talking about then.
If you're looking here for any treatment, that can be arranged for a price. If you're
How
looking
much did
for
you feel
anything
from our
else,
last fight?
let me know. I do sell some goods here also, and if you're fear of thinking of trouble, my bodyguard will gladly show you the door.
No. We're not looking for trouble. In fact, we're thinking in about a day you're going to get a lot of customers. At least the ones that survive it.
Well, that's the usual day here in the hive. Isn't that right, Diebold? Yeah. That's right, Doc.
We weren't looking for any trouble. We were just kind of like checking out a number of things. And
oh, that's fine. Feel
no
free to
worries.
take a look around. That's right, Doctor. These people are new in town. You should not mind their business. Says the bodyguard. They have other matters to attend to.
I should ask, how much of our health did we heal from last session?
Why are you hurt?
If you're like if you were just lightly wounded, then you went to sleep. You should have recovered like 1 hit point. But how hurt were you?
You haven't been healed yet. Only aside from the long rest, Sapa and Mustard had been healed. So if anybody else was missing HP, you might wanna ask your friendly tech priest, or heck, if you have the money, you could ask this guy.
I've already received my 2 healings and I'm still injured, so I was gonna ask this guy anyway. But we started the session early and no one else was here. So how hurt were you? Were you one of the critically wounded people?
Oh yeah, So, how much would be critical? Like, how does...
Negative. You're negative.
Negative.
0,
oh,
negative.
Okay.
Are you critical?
If you're in the negative, you're critical.
I am not.
Then
Okay.
You're about as hurt as anyone else is to me. So I'm gonna just do a heal on you.
Well,
recover.
we're in the guy's shop to do healing. You shouldn't be healing him in the shop with the other one observing, unless you do it outside the shop. So
listen, you missed a part where he wasn't here for the start of the session.
Oh yeah. Okay. So you're basically retconning and backing up. That's what I'm trying to ascertain.
Yes.
I have no idea. I had no knowledge of who was hurt or not. If the GM doesn't want me to do it, then I won't.
No, I'm just saying. That's all.
Yeah, you can heal him.
Can I make
That
my,
is absolutely
initial
fine
data?
that you can heal him.
Okay. Then you'll heal for 6 from yesterday, and then probably the 1 from sleeping.
Well,
So you
shit, I'm already back to full health with a 6, thank you.
Alright, there you go. I'm still injured though, so I still need this guy's business. What do you charge for your recovery? I am still injured from recent interactions with unsavory folk.
Oh, let me take a look at your wounds here. How many wounds are you missing?
I'm lightly wounded right now. I'm missing 5 wounds.
Oh, not too terribly so. You got a couple of bullet wounds here, but nothing that I shouldn't be able to take care of. Doesn't look too difficult. A patch here, a patch there. Nothing that needs amputating.
He can
That's
see
good.
my excellent work. My other wounds have been excellently healed recently.
Tell you what, for this, I'll do it for 50 thrones.
50 thrones. From my understanding, this location, this land, also exchanges in bullets.
That is true. We also accept bullets.
Oh, well, you know what? As a man who bought 150 bullets before, there's an ammo case.
That would be probably around like 50 bullets for the equal amount, basically.
Ammo case.
So you just hand this guy 55, yeah, like an ammo case.
I want everyone to know, I have 2 guns that have about a magazine size of about 5 or 6, and I have 150 bullets for these fucking things.
Well, yeah, you give it to him and he begins his work, and like, good short while your wounds has been patched and you're back to full.
Excellent. I am happy about that. I will subtract those things.
But yeah, there's not like much here in Doc Questions, obviously. Little bit of light roleplay and you can interact with the bodyguard or Doc Weston himself.
Is there any movement to try and dislodge the 2 current gangs, or any public favorite between them?
Are you asking them?
Yeah.
Oh, the gangs to dislodge them. I guess the simplest way would be to kill their leaders, right?
That sounds logical. Why haven't we thought of that before?
Honestly, why are we so worried about the gangs?
Well, they are causing a little bit of trouble here. I guess it would be.
I was going to say, to the person who asked about why we're worrying about the gangs, I'll go over and explain it to him carefully that the gangs are where we're going to get access to finding out where the Venom guy is with the information we need regarding the Cardinal. That's why we're dealing with the gangs.
We are...
I love the idea that you just said see that like directly in the doctor's office.
Well, you know, I go over and I talk to him quietly about it. It's not like I'm yelling across the room.
Yeah.
But I remind him that's why we're dealing with the gangs, because we need to... What's this? Venom Strike or Venom Spittle?
Venom
like
Skin.
That. That's it. Venom something. I just knew that dealing with the gangs is the best way to get to Venom. So that's why we're dealing with them.
I mean, we haven't asked about Venom Skin in a while, because we've been on just a chase of fights and weird things, so I was going to ask this guy about Venom Skin anyway.
Well, one of the gang leaders had mentioned that if... How did he phrase it? Help him and he'll help us get to Venom Skin.
Both of them actually said that, basically, that if you help them win this gang war, they will give you whatever that you want.
Oh yes, they did do that. And we definitely can't help the cadavers anymore, because we killed their important thing. And we did in fact leave a pick stealer that we never addressed. So let's so I'm gonna ask, I mean, either way, regardless, new NPC, new time to ask. Are you aware of somebody known as Venom Skin?
Yes, I have heard the rumors of the... I believe he is a forger.
We are in search of his place of business.
Is a place of business, eh?
And it does appear that we may not have the help of the gangs, as some of them have already struck out against us. We have dealt with them swiftly, though.
Yes, that would be probably the easiest way to get ally yourself, well, get on the good side of one of the gangs. They will probably tell you anything that you would like to know.
Unfortunate. Actually, we never said anything about him being alive or dead. Everyone's probably assuming he's alive.
Well, that I wouldn't
anyone
know
else
much
have-
about.
Yeah, we were attempting to find an alternative.
And there's nobody else we can deal with to get connected to him? We have to go through the gangs for this?
Well, that would be my best guess. I mean, there are other people that would probably know about this Venom Skin person. Myself, I'm not exactly a native to this town. Sure, I have settled here quite a while ago, but I don't really deal with, or try to stay out of from the politics of the Hive Gang Wars. Sure, I help occasionally their wounded, but I don't want to be shot in the back one day for getting involved too deep.
We don't necessarily like either of the gangs. At the moment, we have just been pursuing a means to an end.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Is there another alternative person you know of that might know this information?
Let me think. Well, I'm sure, there are a few people here. Let me think. Also known as the DM has to look from the book.
Alright. Yeah, I didn't suspect that he would have one, but if he does have a lead, that's cool. Because if we can find an alternative lead than a gang, so we can totally just burn these gangs to the ground for fun. Because, like, one of them is doing weird sorcery, the other one's doing weird mutation bullshit.
Yeah, but, we're the Inquisition. That's going to be a minor thing for us. Our mission is the relic. So we don't have to work with the gangs unless if we can find somebody else. And that would most likely be the path of least resistance.
Well,
100%.
there is, I suppose, something that you could do unless you don't want to settle with either of the gangs. Like I said, you could try to somehow disperse these gangs. I'm sure that the people of the Blighting Gulch would be much appreciate the gesture of getting rid of these tyrannical rulers that have caused so much trouble to our town.
Excellent.
That could be an option if you want to go the rough side. It's just putting it lightly. I mean, dealing with two whole gangs. That's like the stories that my bodyguard would like to tell me sometimes. Or back in my day in
The
aside from that, I not 100% sure.
a fortuitous idea. I do believe that at the moment it does appear that likely unless some intervention from us happens, the dragons may be winning this upcoming battle more directly.
Perhaps. You never know where these kinds of gang wars go to.
Did he ask do we know where it's gonna go?
The battle?
Huh?
Or
Yeah,
what?
did he ask us where it's happening? I don't.
No.
I didn't hear what you said.
No, he just mentioned that you never know which way the battle will, like, resolve. Or what's the outcome, basically.
No, it is a truth, but your knowledge is helpful.
Of course. Now, if you don't have anything else, I do have other customers that need attending to.
He leaves. We killed other customers too, so he doesn't have to attend to them anymore.
But yeah, there's not much else here, so if you want, we can just go to Kayla's Guns.
What is this, GM? What have you done to us?
So,
Look what you've done to us, GM.
you go there, Kayla's Guns. Inside this metal shack is a workshop with thousands and thousands of guns. Components scattered across its workbenches. Sitting at one of those benches is a woman wearing heavy leather apron and goggles, turning a rifle barrel on the lathe. On the walls are racked dozens of complete guns and all of them simple solid projectiles that have seen better days. The woman scowls at the interruption as you guys approach and looks at you and says, "What do you want?" she demands.
Do you by any chance have a still in one piece tactical rig? I have a lot of kit and not enough arms for it.
Is that where is the tactical? What's the item that you're looking for?
Let me find it again. I just had it open. It is the infantry gear, the tack rig / gear harness on page 64.
64?
Mm-hmm.
Let me take a look at it. Second edition, right?
Yep, the one you sent in the chat.
64. '62, 64. Oh, god damn it. Where did I send this? Are you sure that it's 64?
On the Macarian Handbook, Tools of the Trade, the
Tools of the
infantry
Trade.
gear item is on 60.
Oh, alright. 60... 64. Okay. I thought you meant second edition. Okay. 60... 64?
Oh, no.
64. Those are the guns. Infantry gear. Tack rig. Gear harness. That one?
Yep.
Alright, let me see what it does. Okay. Yeah, doesn't seem too broken, so let me see if she has it. Oh god. GM roll 1D. Alright. She does. For
Well,
20
purchase
crowns, it's
a-
yours.
I give her the 20 thrones for the attack rig.
If you want anything else, let me know.
That I think will be all for me. And he is going to
All
go about
business
putting
here
his
is
shot-
welcome. More than welcome, in fact. Looks like you guys could use a little bit of a better armament. How about it? I got the best weapons in this whole town.
I should ask, do weapon modifications exist in this game? I forget.
Yes, there are such things. There's like a laser sight that gives you a +10 to hit. There's a better laser sight that gives you +10, but it's a little bit more broad. Its uses.
How much for a pistol grip for this shotgun?
There's like scopes that... Okay, pistol grip. Let me see, where are the... modifications here in the Macarian handbook? If there are any. Fuck it, I do it the old school way. Okay. Let me know if anybody else is looking at anything at the same time.
My throne count is very low, and though I have bullets, I shoot those.
That is true. There's actually like a little bit of a... like... actually decent stuff on this woman.
Obviously, melt-a-bomb. That's one of those.
Maybe not that.
Damn it.
Give me a second. Alright, here we go. Weapon upgrades. Compact extermination. Fire selector. Where is the pistol grip?
Where is the page for attachments?
Here we go.
anyway?
Extra grip, also known as a pistol grip. This allows the weapon to be wielded in one hand without the usual -20 penalty. However, it becomes more difficult to aim accurately, and its range is halved.
Never mind.
Yeah,
where's
that...
the page for the weapon enhancements? Weapon upgrades. Never mind, I found it.
Yeah. So that's what it does. What if you really want it? But I assume no. So to the next location it is. So we won't be just doing with this random NPCs all day. And I believe you guys wanted to go to the Hollows, or do you want to go all the way up to the Hidden Sun Fair?
Oh. I mean, we can just ask this NPC if they know anything about real fast. The Hidden Sun Fair, because, you know, we got that from a bar.
Can I put a silencer on this shotgun? Hold on.
I don't think... Maybe?
When it comes to like this setting, probably because it's a solid projectile, but I don't know.
But yeah, either way, if you want to ask any more questions from this woman, if not, let's just go to that.
What is the Sun Fair? Do you know anything about this fair that is approaching, apparently?
Oh, the Sunday fair? Well, it usually comes here every once in a while. It's a traveling group of entertainers that come here to break up the crimes of life here in Infernus. It's kind of a relief for some of the people here. It has past years it has had like a ring to it where they have had some paddles, they had dancers, singers. There's many whispers and rumors that go on there too.
Do the gangs leave such things alone?
Usually yes. There is also a fortune teller head there. And all sorts of different stuff.
You gotta have your stuff.
If you're looking to have a little bit of fun, it's definitely different than the mundane life here in Infernus.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Thank you for the information.
Alright, now you can decide where do you wanna go.
Let's check out the fair.
That's one vote for the fair.
That comes and goes the other places stay.
Real quick, can I see if she has a mono edge upgrade? Because I want to give it to my bolo knife.
Sure. More than likely not, because she only sells guns. Yeah, no. She kinda looks at you and is like, nah, I only sell guns here, unfortunately. Everything that
would have turned this thing into a mini power sword, so I had to try.
Yeah, the mono upgrade is like one of the first things that you always get for a sword.
Well, that and the bolo knife already has 2 armor penetration, so it would have gone to 4.
But any other votes where you guys wanna go? That's one vote for the fair.
Might as well, since it's on the way.
Alright, you pick the one place that you have a lot of fucking text. The Hidden Sun Fair. You travel for a little while. Not too long though. Just beyond the straggles of shanties that make up the face, an encampment surrounded by lager of wagons stands festooned with flags and colored lights. A banner over the entrance showed the symbol of a white ring on black field, perhaps representing an eclipse. The place is bustling with workers in exotic clothes setting up or striding booths and tents, and a few Blighting Gulch's inhabitants are wandering round, staring at the strange clothes of the outsiders and the blight decorations of various attractions. The air is full of smell of cooking meat from the booths selling food and drink, tinged with strange spices. A boxing ring surrounded by wooden benches has been set up, and a few specters are sitting and waiting for the next bout. A set of linked tents hung with the sign of promising wonders and horrors beyond belief. The wagons are painted brightly, with one in particular flanked with a pair of burly minders guarding a short stairway leading up into a door hung with benches of herbs and strange flowers. Why the fuck Roll20 is being so fucking laggy? There we go.
This honestly sounds like the best place in the city so far.
It is a lot more nicer than the rest of the like lava lakes and whatever has been here, because every place so far it's like hot and like miserable here. Meanwhile, you have this place where there's actually like something going on and it's not like that bad.
That you're gonna get in Warhammer 40k. Not that bad.
It's actually kind of pleasant because you have like food, you have drinks, you have like this people like dancing and singing, and it's actually kind of nice.
Everyone is so happy. This is illegal. Arrest everyone.
But yeah, you got a boxing ring, you have a tent, and you got the caravan.
Anyone interesting in the boxing ring at the moment?
Oh yeah, there's some people there.
Don't do it.
Thinking
Don't
about
do
it, but
match.
nah, I'd probably do better in the gladiatorial arena, if anything.
Oh yeah, no. Unfortunately, it's all a trap. This is from Dark Heresy First Edition.
Oh man.
Anyone that's in the boxing match that's of any worth is going to have the three things that let you punch really fucking hard.
I need to tell sometime the story of my first campaign that I was a part of, where we were stuck in a fucking boxing match forever. It was miserable.
Were the two fighters just missing, or like?
Yep. Or actually in first edition, because how it works, it's actually almost impossible to do any damage with fists.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, the Eldar do not have that problem.
But yeah, don't let me stop you. If you want to go to the boxing ring, you can. You could go see the main tent, or you could see the caravan here. Are there any takers?
I'm kind of curious about the caravan.
Yeah, perfect time to find the Slaneshi cult.
Alright. If you wanna go to the caravan, you could totally go to the caravan. This highly decorated caravan belongs to Skrull the Ancient, the Hidden Sun Fair's fortune teller. Skrull is treated with reverence by the other members of the fair, who believe that unlike the most such fortune teller and snake oil salesmen, who are all charlatans, Skrull is the real thing. Asking fair workers about the caravan will elicit stern warnings not to cross Skrull and treat her with respect. Otherwise the evil eyes sure to follow. Members of the public can go to the Skrull for a reading, but they better be sure they're ready to hear something that they don't want to know. Skrull's caravan is small, dimly lit place covered with cushion and pots growing herbs, where Skrull herself sits in a small round table lit by a single candle. You overlook and you see that Skrull is extremely old woman, wizened and shrunken down by the years. Her skin is dark and tanned by decades of infernous harsh environments.
It's screaming unsanctioned psycho to me.
Yeah, that'd be
Talking people, you're up. Swoon everyone that needs to be swooned.
Does anybody approach Skrull the fortune teller?
Tanix will do so.
You approach
Against
the
his better
table.
judgment.
The old woman is half blind, but recognizes you sitting down. The price for a fortune teller is neither thrones or ammunition. I require a single item of emotional significance.
He like the tech priest backs away from her. I will not proffer my tools to you. Just like no. Anything of value of mine I'm using. I will not give him my prize servo skull.
I'm mostly just like, I can give my stab light, but one, I don't know if I'm gonna need that, and two, I'm like, I don't...
Is that something of emotional significance?
This was Dad's
Probably.
stab light.
It
This
could be
one-
the stab light that saved him on one of his, like, Arbites missions, so...
There we go. Yeah.
But do you give it up though?
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know. Well, one, I don't know if I want to give it up to get a bad fortune.
Entirely up to
Somebody
you.
has something emotionally. Somebody has to have something emotionally significant to their character that they're willing to give up for future sake.
Just a second, I'm gonna take a cough drop, so please do decide in the meanwhile.
The real question is, if we're in a dark place, are we going to want the flashlight later?
Hey, if you want a like truthful answer, like I mean, we do have other flashlights.
Awesome. I'm willing to proffer the stab light then to get my future red. Fuck it.
And and you can buy it.
Okay.
And they're-
Did you
Yeah.
decide to give up your significant stab light?
Sure.
I mean,
All
what
right.
else- yeah, what else would you give up? I mean, like.
That's
Okay, I mean,
fair because you
$50.
guys haven't really collected any like The book says that the examples include like lucky charms, trophies taken from slain foes, pictures of family or loved ones, mementos of past careers or investigations, or so on.
Damn, the only foe that was momentous enough to take a trophy from is the most heretical foe we fought so far, so...
But alright, you give your significant stab like that once saved your life. Or something.
I mean, shit, I was an Adeptus Arbites. We deal with some pretty fucked up stuff
When she
on the
is
minimum.
paid.
I remember this one op where dude was just coalesced by shadows.
She sits back, takes your hand, and closes her eye for a long, rather uncomfortable minute. And then a low murmuring voice. She starts to see what she sees. I see the gold of the void, and two ships locked in conflict, a deadly dance. There is much death and violence aboard. I see you. You are in grave danger. But yes, I see you fighting back. A hungry world wants to drag you in and consume you, but you fight back.
That is significantly more optimistic than I was expecting. Thank you.
There are more, but more requires further payment.
Unfortunately, I don't have many possessions. I'm not very well paid.
I can give you a little bit more, but if you want to hear beyond this, I will require payment from you or your comrades with you. What I see next is a temple with walls covered in severed hands, faces screaming silently. A holy place defiled.
Defiled.
Yes, defiled. There is light, but it is dying. It will be snuffed out, and become something terrible. And into this horror, you will walk.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So she just described a Tuesday for us.
Yeah, she gave us basically an entirely other reading for free. I appreciate that.
At this point, you guys can pay her more, and she will tell you the rest. But that's entirely up to you. That does sound something that might strike a chord with you guys.
Yeah, it sounds like a terrible void ship battle that's gonna happen. But
And that's something
I do have a... Hey, I have an autoquill that I've had with me for a long time. Would that count as something I could give?
Would you in character think that would be somehow significant to your character?
Yes.
Then, sure.
that's a big loss.
Wait,
Okay, I'll mark that
autoquills
off.
are kind of expensive though, aren't they? Like, is that something you
Yeah.
can easily replace?
No.
No.
I'd say keep it and just copy down what message she's given thus far.
That is entirely up to him if he wants to give it a part. That there is still something that she might be able to see.
True, it is your choice.
I mean, and also, honestly, I'm not playing this character for much longer, because he's really jacked up. So,
Oh no.
Alright. Do you give it up?
yeah, I'll give it. Yep, I give it up.
Very well, I'll accept this payment. I see further into your future. The halls are of... The holy are aflame. A soaring magnificence is a war zone. Devastation, panic. But into this you must strive. Weapons in hand, for here it is that the darkness you face lurks, and where it will be exercised. I see a foul, a man without his skin. His evil is open for all the galaxy to see, but he is not alone. He has drawn allies from the darkest of places. When you face him, you will face all those who he brings with him too. I see the resting place of 3 heroes, the Hand of Purity, a torrent of shocking visions, a severed finger, and a tongue aflame. These trials will vex thee mightily, and through them you shall find the sum of wickedness. I see more. The illustrated man awaits for you, and you will find him. But you will not find what you expected. And do not lower your guard. His enemy is your enemy. I can only tell you this. Do not look in the well. Oh, sorry. I accidentally reposted that last one again.
So?
That is all I see. I apologize. I am exhausted after that. This concludes what I have seen in your future. I must go rest.
Okay.
Alright, with that, Zappa, I think we need to have a talk.
As he's like nodding. Is there something new you would like to reveal, or or do you just are you going to allow your mouthpiece to conveniently spit out all the answers over the next couple of days?
Do you mean Vlad?
Was it Vlad that did it?
Probably. I mean, he's
I
liberal with his words.
thought Aaron Kong was also liberal with his words. Alright. It does appear that you're working with a rather high-end position that implies a great deal of pull in this endeavor.
That's one way to phrase it. Can I say we find somewhere out of the way and out of sight with, like, no other location somebody could, like, view into the conversation?
I mean, it's a huge fair. You can probably, like, there's a lot of people, but I imagine that there's, like, a lot of stuff going on there that if you find, like, a little bit of, like, a corner somewhere, nobody will care.
Okay. Mostly just, I want this to be as out of sight as possible, and Tanix goes, you might have assumed by now, but he's going to kind of pull the, like, inquisitorial rosette from, like, beneath his chest plate and goes, Congratulations, you have been summarily conscripted to the Inquisition. We need more hands for this. If even a fraction of that prediction comes to pass, we are not enough. And you are very capable, from what I've seen.
I was already of the mind to continue to pursue these more fiendish directions that were presented. Much things were hidden or made false, and I was going to present information to nearest Magos to see if any of it was of interest, but it appears a more interested party is already present. Do not believe that while I am active in this position, I am always willing to aid this investigation. Beyond that, afterwards, you will have to have a more proper collection of my services. I cannot abandon my post after this involvement. He's a tech priest, he can't just leave. I mean, the Inquisition works with the tech priesthood all the time anyway.
Well, I mean, Inquisition, I think, supersedes just about everybody.
Yep.
It's like, honestly, I hate to say it, if I flashed the rosette and said I needed you to do something off-world for any number of years, there's not really a whole lot any of your superiors can do about it.
Well,
but I will
Mechanicus might be the only one that might have a little bit of word in that. A little.
I don't think even AdMech gets authority to do that.
Depends
what's the situation. It,
but yeah.
From a small person's perspective, don't know. From the big perspective, the Inquisition doesn't have much ability to disregard the Treaty of Mars.
Yeah.
There is a level that they can't deal with.
Well, I mean, it's we can't just suddenly summarily make cumulative requests of Belisarius call, but random tech priest number 38, I don't think can say no.
Yeah.
Or,
really high-ranking magus might be able to say no.
But even then, that's going to be a lot of scrutiny on that random Magos afterwards that they're probably not going to want anyway, so...
Yeah, the Inquisition could just be we need to ask you some questions.
But either way, back into the game, yeah, you have...
Yeah, I have too much respect for you to just force you to do this in perpetuity, so if this investigation goes on for too long, I will in fact make a request through the proper channels. Hopefully our goals are accomplished by then, but if not, well, we will see when we get there. I'm also probably going to have to make a requisition of the Sisters of Battle contingent, because if we have to fight another mutant like we dealt with the other day, and that becomes a standard or something worse, I want some blessed bolt shells with me.
It is unsettling what may be presented to us, but I fear that such things as a divination from some strange individual should be taken with a level of criticism. Did our psyker even feel a psychic presence? Question mark.
Doesn't always need to be a psyker to have divination. Every human is psychic at some level, and some are better at it than others. Might have been one, though. I don't know. Vlad's currently indisposed. And while I'm taking her words with a grain of salt, unfortunately in the Inquisition, if you ignore the blatant signs, it's usually gonna bite you in the ass.
Then, do you believe that it will be 2 void ships doing battle, or would it be, or is it representing 2 large parties?
It could be either. I'm not an interpreter, but I'm not a big fan of the Void, so I'd prefer it's just one rather large force against another. Although the casualties and deaths on both sides does worry me. Especially for those caught in the middle.
It also implies that there is an enemy that will be our enemy, but if there is a moment where we may find a mutual group to do battle with them, they will also be our enemy. Do not believe the sisters would pose a threat. There's a more obvious extra source to this if you're able to claim their assistance. But
Agreed.
Have there been any other factions that have been present with your investigation that you've interacted with?
As of this moment, no. It's part of the reason why we're investigating in the first place. One of the players is acting in a way outside of the norm.
Perplexing. What would be their enemy that is our enemy as well?
General good rule of thumb is to assume
There's a
Xenos.
number of things. Yeah.
Huh?
Or mutants.
Most Xenos.
Literally anything.
Yeah, the Imperium's not very friendly with other people. So.
This line of text comes after a reference to a holy site, which I presume this divination, if it isn't anything to do with, as you say, a more grand look at things, this is referencing that an enemy of the Cardinal would be an enemy to us as well.
The unfortunate reality of things is Cardinals of the Imperium have a lot of enemies. And most of them aren't so blatant as to outright name themselves. Which is in part what we're here hunting in the first place. It could be either of these gangs, it could be neither, it could be whatever set them up with their unusual Xenos parasites, or brokered the ritual we are even now going to investigate. All of these, or none of them. Facts are, however, that, well, the forces here are acting in ways blatantly heretical, right under the nose of the church. And no overt move has been made to stop any of them. And I refuse to believe the Cardinal is unaware of it.
I mean, considering why you are here in the Gunmetal City in the first place, that letter from the Cardinal to Venomskin, at this point, you might start to bring up even more question marks.
Well, I mean, at this point, I'm just like, this actually requires, or seems like it might require, like, full, an intended investigation and oversight by a possible seated Inquisitor. That singular mutant already feels like it's above the normal interrogator pay grade, and we're not even interrogators.
As for promotion.
Yeah, and something like that, the odds of it just spontaneously mutating like that, it seems more like it. Something at that level, there has to be some force driving it.
Oh yeah, this was a targeted effort to create weapons by the cadavers. And given the mutants we've already seen in the church, the picture painted is not good. As a matter of fact, is there any way for me to draw a parallel between those mutants and the ones we've been fighting so far?
Let me actually see that. You're talking about like those people that were disguised as like priests.
Yeah. Because they were significantly sturdier than any normal human should be and hit harder. So, makes an agent wonder.
Here was the letter he had.
Alright, let's check this out.
The reminder of what he had on him. On the like priest mutated priest.
Hold on.
And even, I'm sure from the Inquisition's view, if all this stuff is happening and the Cardinal doesn't know, that's just as bad as if he does know.
In terms of like, did they look close to these guys? I mean, not really, no. If you're talking about like the guys with the parasites, not really.
Okay.
More like the
mutants then.
Yeah, might have been just like mutated. I mean, in terms of like what the normal dogs look like here, very close. Like probably from this place.
Okay. Then that at least implies a definite gang affiliation. Most vexing. I would like to verify whatever this ritual the dragons are participating in before attempting to further collate these facts.
If you recall, all the way back in the spent shell, you talked to that like one guy that told you that he was like in this like one waterfall, and one day he saw like this strange ritual.
Strange ritual.
By a waterfall.
Let me see what was the exact wording of it. A hollow.
Ah, well, alright.
This was
That feels about as direct as we're gonna get.
That was like one of the first rumors that you heard about, but we didn't go there because the DM had troubles of actually finding that place in the book.
And the hollow is our last destination for the day, isn't it? Do we have anything else we want to do at the fair, or are we ready to head there now? Though I'm not exactly keen to get into a fight without Vlad.
Why don't we just cut this off at this fair, and then we wait until next session to go there?
That is entirely fine.
Wait, there's somebody that's not going to be here next session. Who's that?
Yeah, you could finish up here. The Hollow is actually not like a big place, I'll tell you that much. It's not like... Yeah, that says the Hollow, but I can assure you that's not what the books want you... That's not like the place. There's like another place, but there is also something in the Hollow. I can assure that if you wanna go to the Hollow instead, there is something there. Like, actually something.
Is that something capable of a party wipe?
I don't wanna answer this.
Son of a bitch. Alright. I'm kind of curious about what's at the Hollow, but if we want to not do it for
I mean, we gotta go there. You could see what's there, and if it looks a little too rough, we could just end the session, hit there, and pick up like next week.
Sure.
Unless you wanna go to this like actual place that I think it is in.
This what place?
I think there is this there's actually like a cave that you're supposed to go there, that this ritual site is in. I actually did find it in the book. So that's entirely up to you guys. We could go this session, you could check out the Hollow to see what's there. You could spend your rest of the session here in the Hidden Sun Fair.
Oh. Might have gotten...
Or you could go to this potential ritual site.
Potential ritual site.
Potential. Okay, that's one vote for the potential ritual site.
Do we have any other like?
Let's go to the ritual site. If we get to the point where we're going to be in combat, let's wait for. That way we got our tank. Yeah.
That is entirely fair. That sounds you guys wanna go to the ritual site. I mean, and today has been really laggy, so maybe next week is a little better. I don't know what the fuck the lag is about.
I don't know what's going on either, except my computer decided to restart and update.
Yeah, the rest of the fair is a lot of like roleplay, I'll tell you that much, so unless you really wanna go to the boxing ring and do like a boxing match and the main tent has something in it. If you wanna go check that out, I'll tell you that much.
What's got something?
The main tent in the fair, but if you guys just wanna go do the main quest, that's entirely fine.
Oh, I will also say, while we were getting our fortune, the fortune was bad enough that I have used the rosette to get Sappa in. He is now officially conscripted by the Inquisition.
But, alright. Potential ritual site?
Unless we want to do the main tent first, since we're here.
I mean...
Let's do the main tent.
Alright, main tent.
Yeah, the tent. I didn't know about that, so...
Alright. The large tent promising wonders and horrors from beyond belief is manned by a pair of workers who take a fee of 1 bullet for entry. So anybody who wants to enter has to pay a single bullet.
To buy a bullet from somebody, I don't have any bullets.
I can pay your fee. I've taken rounds from a lot of people so far.
That's cool.
Inside
Thanks.
is a freak show consisting of 4 mutants all displayed on pedestals lit moderately by oil lamps. A few customers are always here, whispering nervously and pointing at the mutants who, for their part, simply sit detached, ignoring the laughter and insults that are occasionally thrown their way. One of the mutants has 4 arms and sits shirtless, turning to the pages of book with one pair and dealing cards with the other. The second mutant possesses an impossibly skinny form with a skeletal face and ribs showing, and a partially thrown and baggy shirt hanging off his stick-like frame. The third has 3 heads, 2 of them dead, and a vestigial arranged asymmetrically around his deformed, bulky shoulders. The fourth mutant is the most badly deformed. His one arm is vastly oversized, useless and club-like, and his one eye is bloated with blind orb that bulges from his face. He has what appears to be a conjoined creature attached to his side of his chest, resembling a fanged snake or a lizard coiled up and held up in place by a cradle of scar tissue. Any acolyte that has seen one of the parasites will immediately recognize the similarities of the creature to the one attached to this mutant.
Uh-oh.
That's nice.
Yeah, good thing we were here.
Uh-oh.
Thankfully, he is, like I said, he is behind a cage. Or it. So, it really can't do anything at you. But yeah, you recognize this creature as one of those people with the parasites in them.
Sure that this knowledge is, these things have been spread pretty far.
This is going to be so much paperwork.
Sorry, that's funny.
Just can't leave
I
the
always thought about that
xeno-worms
when I was
alone,
doing
can we?
work in the army.
Even more evidence against the cat bat.
Cadavers. Well, we gotta put the cadavers, we gotta put them in jail.
Gee!
They're like in the
I think
ground.
they're just gonna kill each other tomorrow. It won't matter.
No, we'll see. Maybe the cadavers might be, your Blasphemy Zero might not be like a hive mind thing. Blasphemy Zero might have been just like a progenitor thing. So.
The way I see it, we just should wipe out whichever gang wipes out the other one. Just because.
But
Agreed.
if you want, the book gives you an option to try and converse with the mutant.
Oh, it
It
does? You can
fucking
speak with the
does.
beast, the monster?
This is this is the one small part in the book where you can actually speak with one of the parasitic creatures.
It's a conjoined creature, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
That might be
Yeah.
it. Maybe they put... So it's a conjoined creature, so maybe they put the parasite into one, but it technically needs 2. So maybe that's why we can talk to it. That'd be funny if that was the...
But,
that was-
I think kind of like the Guau from Circuit.
If you want to do that, that will require a +0 charm test to even initiate the conversation with Has, the mutant.
I am so far from charming, it isn't even funny.
Well, we have somebody who's good at it, I think, so...
Not exactly charming either.
Otherwise, the
fellowship
book
there.
says that the creature will completely be unwilling to speak with you.
Well, you can always try it and see what happens. What do we got to lose? Okay, that sucked. But, you know,
Yeah,
He just looks at me
Has ignores you.
Unfortunately, it appears that our group is not very, charismatic. And, Sap is not going to pull this one out. I have, my planet gives me the malice to fellowship, so mine's pretty fucking bad.
I mean, I'm a 7-foot-tall man in a fucking bird outfit. I am so far from... I am an armored plague doctor.
So, see, instead of, like, this lore monkey, you might have been actually better off just, like, making a scum or something. Like a charismatic character.
Do we not have a charismatic person?
Not really.
That's usually Kelvana.
Yeah, Kelvana is the only one, and even Kelvana's charisma kind of is not great. But
Next
sure.
game, I'm switching my character around, so and I'll make sure that he's a little more charismatic.
I can roll with Kelvana. We can say that she's there. If Roll20 would even let me roll on her his sheet.
Maybe I shouldn't have brought a medical person. Maybe I should have been a talking person. Gas.
Hell no. The fact that you brought me back up from, like, below half to full...
Yeah, the Medicaid actually has saved your lives. There we go.
You know what? We're near the end of the session. I'm going to turn around and spend a fate point to reroll.
Don't worry, I rolled with Kelvana as she looks at the creature and
works.
sympathizes with him, and he has the mutant looks at you guys. Was a time I lived here, but no one recognized me now. Went out a work in the falls one day, like every day before that. Only this time I was taken. Didn't not see who it was, but I reckon it was one of those Cavalier boys. Can't be sure now, but that's what I think from the little I saw of them. When I awoke, I was alone in a room like a little cell, somewhere under the ground, and this here new companion were hanging out of a tear in my chest, like he'd been shoved in there while I was out. Well, I was sort of sore and afraid and hurting bad, but there were no one to be there to guard me, so I upped and ran out of there and hit in the waist. Can't say where it was now, though, 'cause I'd say I was delirious. She said changes came over me, my eye and my arm and the things inside of me still give me pain. Wonders came across me, don't know who, and they sold me to the Sidon Sunflare. Fair. But as good as outcome I could hope for, I guess. But darned if I don't hate them Cavaliers boys for what they have done to me. If it was them, of course.
It was them.
Well, do you know where their leader is?
Cavaliers
Where they hang out?
Well, like I said, they kidnapped me, but I know their tale of gore. an insidious and cunning person. Rumored to have unnatural powers. That's all I know from them. That is my tale.
So I'm gonna be honest, the fact, and Tanix is gonna kind of turn away and say this to the rest of the group, and he goes, the fact that they're turning normal humans into this has upped the general level of this heresy by quite a margin.
A most disturbing
This,
capacity that they have.
the fortune teller and the main tent here was the two reasons that I actually kind of to bring you guys here today.
Will probably dropped.
Well, if anything, I am now having a whole lot of reasons that I want the cadavers to not win.
There are many reasons to. It does seem that they both have underwent blasphemous arts, but we have not been able to investigate the dragons. We don't know how far their
Well,
issue spreads.
we have a little
The
bit of
cadavers
time,
want to meet with
so
us like their leader.
if you wanna go check the dragon's potential ritual site, we still have a little bit of time today.
28 to 7. 30
Sure.
to 20. 31, 28,
Because
28, so they lost.
there's not much else to do here.
They lost to 22.
But alright.
After checking the ritual
22
site.
points. The lowest. 4.
The ritual site is definitely the place that we need to
Got 35.
go to
31,
next. We
30,
need to know the extent
48.
of the other side.
Alright.
Because the other side might. I mean, again,
over 30,
there is there's like a
it's what it
like a
is.
level of things. So, I personally think that if you have to choose between person who work with versus person who work with blasphemous powers, you usually pick the Xenos guy every time if you can't find a way to kill both at the same time.
Well, that, and there's nothing saying that this dragon ritual is blasphemous.
Yeah, we don't know.
Well,
we haven't checked.
this is a good
There you go.
opportunity to go and check it.
We need the information to make that decision. Which I think we were already sure that the cadavers were going to get their comeuppance, but
Yeah.
Alright. You travel for a long while back into the town to find this rumored hideout, the Hallow of that one guy who told you about it. You head in, taking your cautions. Through the sulphurous fog rolling from the cave in front of you, you can see only darkness. A low grinding sound, like a distant roar or an earthquake, shudders the ground beneath you.
Well, okay.
yeah, I think we were warned of like monsters being back here.
I assume that you turn on your lights.
No, we sold our only light.
Was that your only fucking light?
Be funny. Very funny for us.
Yeah, you had like one fucking flashlight and that was it.
This was our most important item. Why is that our only flashlight? Oh. Okay. Well, that flashlight. Boom.
Alright, but I assume that somebody else has something that they could use for light. The shape of vast worms emerges from the shadow. A single long articulated mandible extending from its glistening fleshy lips. Eyes stalk towards you as it slides out of the cave, revealing its truly titanic size. The ground shakes once more, violently as it roars. You can see it all the way down its throat, to the mere acidic mire of its stomach.
Son of a bitch.
Yay, we're getting ambushed by a monster.
Fucking hate it here.
Monster.
The creature looks real. It looks dangerous. It snarls at you. It roars. It looks like it could swallow you whole. You're fairly... You know what? Yeah. Everybody give me a willpower check.
Oh boy, I love these.
Oh, fuck me. Okay. You know, I don't like rolling a 92 on a willpower check, so let's make that number smaller. There we go.
I might give myself a +10 on this, not that I think it's going to do too much. But session's almost over.
I mean, it's... Yeah? I mean, little less than 18 minutes left.
Damn, a lot can happen in that 18 minutes.
A lot can happen in 18 minutes. Tannic 2.
Damn.
When you can, Tannic, your willpower 2.
Might try that again. Fuck it. Oh, even worse! Oh god,
And
It's just...
who hasn't rolled? Sapa? Well, either way, if you failed, thankfully it's only a single insanity point.
Oh, damn it.
But
The insanity point.
after looking at it, you guys can roll me a challenging +0 awareness test.
Okay. Damn, I critted that one. Shit.
You look at it. It looks and sounds real. Though the appalling stance that one would expect from such a creature is absent. And the way light plays on the creature's hide doesn't seem quite right.
Holy shit, guys, I think this thing is... if not an illusion, then something holographic.
Well, can our psyker sense magic?
Vlad picks up like a rock from the ground and Vlad tosses it at the creature. You see the rock just fly like straight through it.
Okay, well, I mean...
Can I remove my sanity point?
No.
Or that insanity point?
Nope.
Oh, son of a bitch.
I mean, okay. I mean, it does seem like, alright. I guess we will continue, then, since it appears to not be real.
Because you were so afraid of, even though it's an illusion, it was so real to you that you were so scared of it.
So what happens when you, like, get to 10 insanity points?
You get to roll on the lovely, I forget the table's name, but there's a table on it.
Yeah, it's...
But basically, you first roll willpower, and if you succeed, you might get like a mental illness. That's what happens.
A successful roll gets you a mental illness.
Yep.
But either way, you go past the illusion, realizing that it is fake. The illusion of the crawler only reaches a short distance into the cave. Once in, you guys can see the Voxhaler set up the entrance to protect the sound and the sound of the crawler's roars, along with the hollow servitor in the middle in the cave projecting the image. The servitor consists of a human body toppled over with hollow protectors arrangement of lenses and lights emerging from the small in its back. The rest of the body is bound into steel and braces. The back of the skull is covered with switches and controls.
A strange device setup here.
If you want, you can turn it off with a plus 30 tech use test.
We can do that.
If you want.
Do that.
Well, we can leave it on for now. It doesn't seem to be afflicting us, but it might be worth turning off afterwards.
Alright. You head down to the back of the cave. You come in front of a shrine at the back of the cave. The cave is still not lit, so you're just doing with your like flashlights or whatever you guys have. The shrine is dominated by a bronze statue of a bull-headed humanoid creature with bat-like wings and an axe in its hands. In front of it is a stone block used as an altar, with manacles at either end, covered in score marks and old blood stains from countless sacrifices. Severed arms are nailed to the walls by dozens, in various states of decay. From the ceiling hang skulls, suspended by spiked chains, a heap of ammunition, bloodied knives and severed hands and ears oozing before the altar, offerings to the shrine's patron god. An armored stand holds a suit of blood-red plate armor, positioned at the back of the shrine as its blank eye slits were watching over it. This is nothing less than a shrine to the violent death and celebration of violence for its own sake.
Oh God, okay. God, Emperor, give me strength. You know, I honestly think these gangs were meant for each other.
No, really? If anybody wants to be sure, you can give me some kind of a test for, say, Forbidden Lore Heresy to recognize which god this is dedicated to, but I think you can kinda guess.
I feel like if we're part of the Ordo Hereticus, we'd be able to just tell on sight.
Yeah, more than likely. I'll just tell you that, yeah, you guys recognize this. More than likely, this is a shrine to Korn, the blood god.
I fucking hate it here. This is the worst I didn't even get paid for this. Not really. Shit.
He gave you basically his lunch money.
Damn it. There really needs to be an interrogator out here.
Yeah, you have been basically given your own rights as basically kind of like an interrogator to act on your own, like, investigation. But yeah, at this point, you might have thoughts of like, what the fuck?
Well, yeah, we have the pseudo authority of an interrogator, but damn if I didn't get interrogator pay. My dude paid me bus fare to go and fight foreign cultists and aliens, man.
Let's see here. This is pretty bad, but this is one of the things that was mentioned to us in the vision.
It is. It sure is. Which also means at least part of what she says is not only viable, but going to come to pass. So...
Alright,
I feel like we need to get into contact with the Sisters of Battle for this.
The armor on the stand is a fine-looking armor. Its finely wrought plates are inscribed with images of winding dragons soaring over plains heaped with hive with skulls.
Unfortunately, I'm not a space wolf. I don't think I can use cornate items and not have any, like, psychosis from that shit. No, thank you.
There's, if we go off of what she said, there may be a light, something of... This place should be a holy site that was defiled.
DM, can you roll on Vlad's, Science or whatever it is to see exactly how corrupt that armor is?
There is a light, but it is dying. It will be snuffed out and become something terrible.
Okay.
Then in this horrible wall.
Sure, I'll even roll 2. One on the altar and one on the armor itself.
We have to be careful to not look into things, though. What could it be?
Alright.
Yeah, if you see a void, pull back.
A void, a well, something.
Good lord.
What could the light be here?
I love when I open up the sheet, it's like 5 minutes of waiting before it actually loads.
I'm not gonna lie, I really shouldn't be considering wearing the heavy cornate armor, but I actually am kind of thinking about it.
On the altar and on the armor.
Let's see these results here.
On the altar, he kind of looks at it. He thinks that if you put in some effort, you might be able to maybe sanctify it, but yeah, he feels that the psychic presence to the altar. Then he looks at the armor, and for sure that he looks at it and says, like the essence that yeah, it's corrupted, but not like especially so.
Are you telling me we might be able to sanctify this red dragon plate armor?
Not the armor, but the
Oh.
altar. If you take your effort, that you should probably destroy the altar.
Oh, yeah, no, we were gonna destroy the altar. It was the armor I'm worried
But
about.
the
I don't
armor
care about
itself,
the
he
altar.
he does look like, yeah, it's like I said, it's corrupted, but Vlad doesn't feel like it's like too bad.
How would we go about sanctifying something like this? Because we know a guy at the church who can perform exorcisms, and he does owe us a favor.
That's true. Then again, that would Vlad like feels like this special strength coming off the armor, and he says that if you were to do it that way, it would lose some of its effect.
Well, I don't think any of us need psychic might given by some fell abomination. I just want the defensive properties, if anything. After all, and here he kind of looks at Sappa and he goes, if we can get him full plate, I think that's enough, honestly, of a boon.
I'm looking at the stats of it, and oh man.
Oh, are they actually really good with the warp? Correct. I really wish I was a space wolf. If
They're
I were,
actually
I could probably
really
make that
good.
no problem.
Like, really good, especially for a melee character.
What? Okay. Does the Science test tell him what kind of like test he'd have to make to not lose his mind?
Alright, I'll tell you this what. Actually, there's like a test to activate the special property of the armor. If you fail that, you might get something. But otherwise, it's completely fine to wear it.
I'm just sort of examining because we checked your assignments. You said it's red armor with dragon things on it, and then something else.
Yeah. Yeah, he did already with Vlad. I rolled for it. And he says that it's not like too bad.
Basically, the only negative is when you try to get the benefit from the armor, which the benefit is really good, and sanctifying it would remove that
okay,
benefit.
let me clarify on that further, because I do kind of like, if you want it, it gives you, like, it has a perma buff to it. And then it has like this one thing that you can do. If you do that one thing, you might get something. Let me put it like that.
But it's otherwise safe to use.
Yes, it's completely otherwise safe to use. I don't even see a reason why would you use that special talent that the armor gives you, to be honest.
Tanix just kind of turns to look at Sappa, and he says, if this goes poorly, put me the fuck down and don't hesitate.
Haha, I tricked you, no.
Yes, if the vision is correct, something in this place should have been. It should have been something good at one point, but if we leave it alone, may be used against us or achieve a full corrupted state. So that's why I was wondering if the armor's iconography was altered, like physically, or something else was here. And with Vlad's or whoever's confirmation, it seemed that the only thing good left here was the altar, right? Like it was sort of good.
No, the altar is not good at all. He recommends destroying the altar.
Was the armor like an old piece of holy plate?
Maybe.
Is there a history? Can I do like a trade armor to see if like the iconography was altered at all?
Found the hollow. The armor on the stand is the panoply of Lord Sounderbone. Its finely wrought plates are inscribed with images of winding dragons and soaring planes shaped with skulls. There is a powerful I don't think there's anything like here to go on that.
Right. Then, before we mans get into the armor, should we destroy the altar first or take the armor first?
Destroy the altar first.
Alright. To sanctify it through a ritual, you will need a routine plus 20 scholastic lore, scholastic knowledge Imperial Creed.
Wait, are you meaning sanctify the altar?
Yeah, the altar.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Can we just not, like... I guess not with our weapons. We don't have melta or anything.
Yeah, you don't really have any explosives.
We're missing explosives, like... we're missing everything you would normally use to get rid of this problem immediately.
I mean, if any of you have like a last gun, you could overcharge your like energy back.
Fucking Vlad. Vlad has one.
Sure, Vlad comes up to you guys and is like, hey, I got the last pistol. We could overcharge this and use this as a grenade. Though,
I mean,
it's probably better to sanctify the altar. But he does offer the option.
Well, I mean, sanctifying it. Do we have somebody with the scholastic lore?
Or Imperial Creed, to be specific.
Because we have a sage in the party, and they can just spend a fate point to pass the lore checks.
That is true. This is one more check that Mustard could come in handy to if he has any fate points left for the day.
Mustard, please save us.
Alright, he says he's got it, so I guess he can roll it.
Alright. Yeah, you can either roll it with the plus 20 or you could succeed with the fate point. Ah, alright. No wonder you went quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no problem. In the meanwhile, Tadek, you're putting on the suit, right?
I am.
Alright. Let me copy-paste this to you. Because this is kinda ridiculous, actually. I'm kinda glad that you took it. It took a little bit of prompting.
Well, we need either an Inquisitor or an Interrogator here, or somebody significantly more well-equipped than we are, so we've got to take whatever we got. And I'm a fucking radical anyway, so screw it.
Alright. That is not what I wanted. God damn it, Roll20, I hate you!
Mm-hmm.
Is it a stat sheet you're sending on Roll20? Because you can
I'm
send it to me on
gonna...
Discord.
Yeah, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna send it on Discord. There you go.
Alright, let's see this busted-ass armor. If there is no negative effect and I don't need to take this off, I will just give, Sappa my, carapace.
Yeah, you use fate point to basically auto-succeed. But, yeah, just give it a read there, and you can see that this armor, you're not gonna get much better. Honestly.
Oh boy, alright, let me open my Discord.
if you, man, that frenzy talent, though. By the way, we need to figure out a way to like clear this thing because my character does have the. So by the way, dragons have to die. Just letting you guys know.
Oh yeah, no, they
Oh.
have to go.
My character has hatred cultists.
Oh, right. After Maastricht sanctifies the altar, you see that the fresh blood starts to run out down the walls, and the cave is shaken by a distant bellow of frustration and anger. The blood all dries up and flakes away, and the several body parts and skulls shrivel to dust, leaving the cave bare and inert. When you sanctify it. That is
This skull fucker.
This is probably starting to be a good place to call it as